going. That going.
Yeah, activate. Ooh.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Thank you, Hydrate. Remember,
Also, if you're already here, it is now on.
It should be on if you refresh.
Alright.
Chords.
Alrighty. Justice Spree, Boss's Orders, Sir Zenon. All good things. You also have 12,000 gold, which is nice.
Yes, we did some ranked.
Yep, we did a little bit of playing, put a deck together.
Yep. It was fun times.
Yep, it's a silly deck.
Yep.
Red Mage.
Sorry, Esme. Cards, not chords. Cards.
No, chords.
Cards. No, cards. Anyway, we need to come up with a code name for it.
Don't
Cards.
say chords. Esme is watching. She'll bite the cards.
We should say C-A-R-D-S.
Beards. Alright, our rare sucks.
Cats can't spell. Infused Guardian, Bear Arms.
Yeah, so it's like we got this.
I do love
this.
Infused Guardian. Bear Arms is also very good. Only Samurai is good.
Eye for an Eye is pretty funny. Probably just take the Infused Guardian here.
Yeah,
It's
a good
quite
boy.
strong. Never feel bad about an Infused Guardian. But I like you the way you are. Units go +1/+1 for each relic you have with a different name. That sounds like it would take some work.
Alright,
No,
what's the
not.
next one? Here you are.
Let's see.
Deadeye.
Slocust is whatever. This Deadeye is here.
Brawler.
This Firemane exists. Broken Wing Brawler's pretty good. There's some tokens if I want to like commit to Vision real early. Like some alright fire cards, some alright justice cards.
Yeah.
Probably the single best pick in the pack, I think.
Yep.
Single color doesn't really commit to anything, and you know, justice is a good way to be.
+1/+1 is permanent at least. The card the one up top, you understand that bonus is permanent.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a barrel through. There's an Oni Forge
Barrel
Master.
Throw, Oni Forge Master, both quite good. Frostwave's
Guardian.
fine. Master Cartographer is alright.
Barrel through?
I think it's either Barrel Through or the Forge Master. Not totally sure which. I don't know if I overrate Oni Forge Master, but it does feel like if you're in a Renown deck, having some of her is like kind of gigantic, because she basically just cycles Renown.
Yep.
Which is really, really strong. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but the card that we passed up was a spell, not a relic, right?
I don't know. I wasn't here.
Yeah, it's a spell. So the issue with, like, it's not a Xenon Obelisk, because Xenon Obelisk gives every future unit you have +1/+1. Like, it's, Xenon Obelisk is an investment, basically. Whereas that's just a permanent buff spell.
Yeah, are we going to the Forge Master?
This pack rearranged itself. Oh, that's so weird.
It sure did.
These two flipped. In fact, I think everything.
Yep.
Because
Yeah,
these were up
everything
here.
moved,
I think
moved,
everything flipped opposite. That's fascinating. I've never really paid enough attention to see a deck do that. Feel like I tend to like units.
Yeah, she's good. There's a barrel.
Get my barrel through anyway. Outside of
weaponsmith.
that, it would probably be like the Master Cartographer, so that's a pretty easy barrel through. Defiance is very good. Well, it feels like we're gonna get some Justice cards here.
It does, it does.
That Mob Rule and Scavenge is also worth like keeping track of, because Winchest could be a pretty good one here.
Yeah.
Token of Honor. Let's see. Probably be either that or like the Improvised Club, and I'm fine with taking Fixing when it's sort of like, maybe I'll be in these colors.
Yeah.
Mischief Yeti, Scavenge, Be Gone is there. We're not really that committed to red right now.
Like.
I feel like it's between Scavenge, Be Gone, and Mischief Yeti. Be Gone would sort of be like trying to get a little further into that.
Not a bad idea.
Mischief Yeti would sort of be trying to get a little further into that. Scavenge would sort of be like trying to open myself up to Winchest, like I was saying earlier. All interesting options.
Nothing that
Sadistic
exciting
Ritualist
here.
could be alright. Depending on what we see in the future. Out of everything there, at least. I'm not really feeling like any of these cards.
The end of this pack was a bit rubbish.
He's been not really giving us much of anything, yeah. Cloud Snake Carrier. It's a Linebreaker Shield. Yes, Yggdrasil. Cards. Boy howdy. I'm gonna have to pick a direction at some point.
Yep.
So in the first pack, I mean, I had some pretty decent Justice cards early on, and like dropped a decent amount as well. Outside of that, it's kind of hard to say. I mean, this Linebreaker Shield, like Cloud Snake Carrier or Linebreaker Shield are probably the best cards.
Yeah.
Harrier is really good, but it's sort of like I absolutely have to go for blue. This is sort of, if I can splash blue with, say, the Token of Honor, it's really good. And it's also like, if I do end up going with the Ixton here, despite, you know, everything else that's shown up, it's very, very strong as a renown activator.
Yep.
Yeah, of these,
Those
if I
are the
was
safe
to just
picks,
stick with Justice and not really make any calls about blue, Bright Mace Paladin would probably be the pick. It's just strong in general.
Grab a shield.
But yeah, Linebreaker Shield seems pretty good. Ooh, paid off immediately with a Permafrost.
Wow,
There's Illumination Wisp there, but like Permafrost. Emerald Ring is also kind of busted in a, whatchamacallit deck, but...
A renown deck.
in a renown deck, because it gives you a way of making weapons. And it's not cheap, but it's still, like, good enough for draft, for sure. It's basically the Shingani Forge, but cheaper.
But Permafrost is real good.
But Permafrost. With all of those things that I just said, Permafrost. Like, we don't really have a guaranteed renown deck right now. We've got the Forge Master and not too much else.
Yeah.
Emerald Ring's just great value overall, but you know it is too? Permafrost.
Yep.
Ranger's Choice. Fuck that card. Let's see. Cryptic Etchings is pretty good. Like, maybe we go some triplet that's just totally wacky.
Yeah.
Because I don't really see anything else. I mean, Langolier Patrol and Devour are fine. Cryptic Etchings and Sanglass Parma are good.
Yeah, we could go...
So I probably go
Justice
Etchings
Time
here.
and Primal for some... And, like, splash some Primal for shenanigans.
Potentially, yeah. Let's see.
Sledge. God, these packs are all over the place.
These packs are everywhere, and I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Yeah, this might just be Dispel at this point. I don't really see anything else that's making me super excited. I mean,
Yeah.
I like this, but our first pack and the second one so far has not really shown us too much in the way of fire.
No, really haven't, no.
Wow. So we got
Well, Finest
Hour and Auric Sentry, so I guess Justice has still got a decent chance of being open. Dragon Breath right here is also a really good sign. I'm going to take the Finest Hour, but I do think that Uru colors are a fairly strong bet.
Yep.
So maybe we do just
Time.
end up with Time, Justice, Primal in some form. So we got Wisdom of the Elders, we got Bold Adventurer. The fire cards are still not that exciting to me.
No, yeah.
Might take that Bold
Sandglass
Adventurer just to have
Parma.
some stuff in twos. Sandglass Parma's good, but I think I do probably
for
want
units,
to get some early game units in particular, especially when like
That
Forge
was
Master
probably
and
out.
Lethari Courtier are
That was
both
bad,
out of my
yeah,
colors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jump Kick isn't a great card.
Jump Kick is okay.
Hello, Wisp.
Well, pretty happy with that.
That's a good one.
Time is definitely making its case.
Yeah.
Crackshot Fugitive's good. And I don't really see anything else that's like amazing.
Yep.
It'd be like the Ricano banner to see if I could fit some fire in. But it's not
think
like I even have good fire
we've
right
seen
now.
The Forge Master, we passed up the Sledge, and that's been about it.
Yeah,
really.
exactly. And those were in two different packs.
Civic Peacekeeper.
Yeah, but I think I'd take the Alchemist over it. Because it's a threat itself, and then it helps you make something else a threat when it dies.
Yeah.
This is a card that used to cost 5 and was nerfed because it was too good in draft in a previous format.
Yeah.
Other etchings is fine. Arachnidon isn't that exciting. Snowfort. I've had up and down experiences with Snowfort. It's like, would I take it over a second Cryptic Etchings? Probably not. Kind of low on 3s. Honestly, as a very last pick, that's quite nice. Wow, Soul Collector's pretty good, but probably Trailmaker.
Yep.
Nothing else here is super duper exciting.
Yep.
Icequake can be okay, but I think in this draft format it can do a lot of damage to you too, and it's very expensive.
Yep.
Trailmaker fixes for me and gives me another 2-drop, which is nice. Rilgon's Disciple, fascinating.
Amethyst Acolyte. At least a Stranger could be good for us.
We got the Wormstone and the Stranger that I think are our 2 strongest contenders here. Because the Stranger's in 2 colors that we feel pretty good about at least having some bits in. Kind of just,
I feel like it helps make the blue splash
a bit realer.
More real. Yeah. We don't have that many 2s now. No, 4 2s.
I do love Wormstone though.
Wormstone is good.
I think this is sort of like my fixing and then not, and then the stuff. And like, we have Defiance, Begone, Finest Hour, which are all quite good for that. We have Shield Bash off of that potentially. And Wormstone is just, it's Wormstone.
Yeah, Wormstone's good. I like a Wormstone. You make a worm.
7/7 is still just numbers.
We had that ridiculous one that's even better than Wormstone. That was fun.
Let's see, wow, that's an OD Quartermaster. Zenith Stranger if I just want a 2. There's Meditation if I just want Meditation. I don't know what I save though.
That's quite good on like a Wisp, even. Illumination Wisp.
Yeah, I guess meditating an Illumination Wisp is not the dumbest thing I've ever done, and outside of that, it's like, what would I take here? It'd be the Zenith Stranger, the Tower Shield. The Quartermaster feels bad, but Quartermaster feels bad for not being in red, but like red has been so mediocre.
Red has been bad.
Red has had like one good pick, 2 picks in every single pack, and nothing else basically.
Yep, pretty much.
I still feel bad taking that over it. So we got Copperhall Cudgel, which is not bad. Leaving a body behind is quite nice, and a 2/2 weapon for 3 isn't the worst thing in the world. Like a 2/2 weapon for 2 is actually great.
Yep.
A 2/2 weapon for 3 is fine. It'd be that or the Valkyrie Arcanist, probably.
I already have
I guess there's a case for the Miner's Canary, because our 3s are a bit lacking, but... Cudgel's a 3, right?
Yeah, totally.
Ish. Potentially the Aerial Ace. Our 5s are a bit low at the moment. I think what we really want to get here in the next few packs is like, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, Maybe 1 2-drop, 1 or 2 2-drops, and any number of 3-drops.
Yeah.
Potentially a 4-drop. But ace, like, with weapons is fine.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
District Infantry is quite nice.
Very good.
District Infantry is essentially a 1-drop and a 2-drop and a 3-drop, so that's nice. The film banner isn't doing much for us, yep. Coastal Battle Mage feels nice. That's pretty happy to see that.
Yep.
3/3 for 3. Nothing in here that I really care about. Talon Dive. I don't think this makes the deck, but I don't think a Jotun Warrior makes the deck either.
Yeah.
Spear Diver is actually pretty nice to have. Late, that is a super late Crown Watch Longsword next to a Combre banner. Fuck the last pick, give me both of these. I probably have to take the banner.
Right? We
as
have like no
far
fixing.
as like it would be amazing on this Illumination Wisp, but as far as Renown goes, I don't think I have any right now.
Not in a minute, no.
It was just the thing there.
I think we need the banner. I do, yeah.
Think we need the banner.
Fixing.
I hate that I need the banner, but I've been burned enough times.
We have a green and a blue. We have
Sword is amazing.
Fixing. Yeah.
It's just fixing is also amazing.
Yeah. I know. Thanks, eating your veggies. Good sword, mate.
Pantha, the Huntress. Finally, the conflagrate I've been waiting for.
Smith?
You like Weaponsmith or Begone? As far as our weapons go, we actually do have a decent number of them in the Linebreaker's Shield and
Cudgel.
The Cudgel and the Stalwart Shield. It's not
We can also get one from the Valkyrie Arcanist as well.
Yeah.
It was 3/3 Gemblade.
It would be that or Begone. Begone does fix our green when we have yellow. Doesn't do anything for our blue.
Would we get 2 of them?
Yeah, Begone is definitely good weapon removal. I like it, to be honest. Like, I probably would just pick it happily if I wasn't feeling like I have a bit of a hole at 4.
Yes,
but of course, at 3/3 for 4 is not amazing, and so maybe I just go with the Begone here. It's also like, how many units do I have in total? 1. Although I guess the 4 cost is hard to say if it counts exactly, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not counting the Marn Camel. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, but like mostly expensive.
Yeah.
But it's like 4 is also fairly expensive.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
We're going to be picking units pretty highly in this pack.
Yep, it's particularly cheap units. So there's this Mischief Yeti. There's Master Cartographer, which I like quite a lot. There's this fucking Elder Astrologer.
Yeah.
Summon, give one of your units +1 in lifesteal this turn for each of your units. Wow, that's actually a pretty strong effect. That's a really good card that I can't take.
Yeah. Cartographer?
Yeah, I want to take this Broken Wing Brawler, but I should probably take the Cartographer.
Not really, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of thing that, like, our Cryptic Etchings should be able to value us out games, particularly if we get some decent high-cost things.
Yeah.
But, we do need to survive long enough to become stable.
Yeah.
I think Cartographer's good in that case. There's a Shingani Forge someone dropped us. We're going to take that Coastal Recruit. Yeah, that's a shockingly low-dropping Steward. These packs have been all over the place.
Yeah, they really
Heirloom
have,
Seeker's also quite good in Shadow. I'm okay with this Coastal Recruit, to be honest.
He's filling a gap for us. It's pretty good. Ooh.
Unmoored Valkyrie's nice.
Yeah, really. Like her.
Outside of that, not too much else.
I don't really care about much else here.
It'd be like a 3rd Begone.
So don't think that would make the deck.
Oathkeeper's Hammer may make this deck. I know Pojo likes it, which surprised me when I heard that, so maybe there is something to it. I don't care about any of these cards.
Nope.
This is 2 of my colors.
That's worth grabbing.
It's either that or the Sirocco glider. And I mean, the glider, it should be noted, does have these cryptic etchings to back it up, and occasionally a wormstone. Question being if I can count this token of knowledge as 2, or if I want this instead.
Probably grab the token. We have so little.
Well,
Next thing.
Pack Beast is nice.
Yep.
Back for more!
Yeah.
God, all the unit that died this turn effects, like, there are occasional times where they are the smartest shit in the world, and then most of the rest of the time it's like, well, that's terrible.
Scorpion,
or a glider. That's interesting. I think there's still kind of a hole in my deck at 4. Scorpion is just nice as defense,
real
though. Like,
good,
Scorpion
yeah.
just holds up to allow me to get my good shit out, which
Yeah.
seems pretty strong.
Yeah, I like the Scorpion. I'd grab it. Ghetto Sword of Unity.
Yeah, Ghetto Sword of Unity is probably a good way to do it. The poor man's Sword of Unity. Scorpion could help make this deck. Like, the thing is, Sirocco Glider also holds up the board pretty well. Like, 5 health in the air is quite... 2-5 in the air is actually pretty fucking...
The Scorpion's also, yeah, really good
nice,
for
but
removal.
that is true.
Yeah.
I think these are actually both good cards for this deck.
Yes, yes.
Now this is interesting.
Ooh, Core
Eternity
Glider.
Core would be fascinating. So my 2 drops right now that I feel good about. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2 drops, all of which I'm at least like alright with playing in the deck.
Yeah. A couple of ones as well, which is nice.
And given the big thing I'm leaning on for it being in the air is the 2 cryptic etchings.
Eternity Core would help with that.
The Eternity Core would also help with that. The Eternity Core would definitely ramp me up to these cards. I sort of feel like I'd want something even more expensive to really get the Eternity Core, but it is interesting. A second Sirocco Glider would be a nice, safe pick. Master Cartographer would also be alright, although at 2-1, it's not amazing.
Yeah, I don't know if you really want 2 of them.
Yeah, I think it's one of these 2. I've never actually played with Eternity Core before, so fuck it.
I'd be gone.
Alright, I have no idea how to build this deck. So we got 3 double sources of power, which should hopefully help our numbers. We have 3 Begons, which is immediately becoming 2
Are we
Begons.
killing the Gruan form?
Let's see. We've got Finest Hour. The Endure goes away for sure.
Finest Hour and Barrel Through.
Finest Hour and Barrel Through. Probably kill at least one of. We also have this Talon Dive, but I think that's gone because as far as flyers go, I get some good flyers like on the high end of my deck, which is interesting, but this probably isn't doing enough work for that.
We want to keep our blue splash about as small as we can.
Yep. Yeah, that would definitely give us a bit more latitude. So we're at 18 units exactly right now, which is fun.
Yeah, although I'm quite happy with most of our units we have here. It's not like I'm like, oh god, we had to put this unit in our deck because otherwise we got like no units. Like,
Yeah, I don't
these
think
are
there's
pretty
actually any losers in this set. I mean, like, Scorpion is more of a weird form of removal and board stall, but then Wormstone is more of a unit, so
yeah.
that seems alright. Out of these, let's see.
Permafrost. Etching.
Stalwart Shield
Stalwart
might
Shield.
go. I feel like it does less work than the Oathkeeper's Hammer.
Yeah. How much power are we gonna run in this deck?
Good question.
17?
Potentially 17 with the hopes that Eternity Core can make up the rest of that. 19 power, baby. I have no idea what the set'll be, but...
I think other tokens in our banner, but we have 2 of each in here.
Yes.
Yes.
They count for 2 of each.
Right.
Annie woo. I think the meditation probably is a bit too greedy. It also gets in the way of something like Cryptic Etchings.
Can't get rid of too many of our spells because they do our worm stuff.
Yep.
Want 2 etchings?
Yeah, Gruin form always feels a bit awkward as a thing. Maybe I just like having the Finest Hour and the Barrel Through as that, and then Dispel as a sort of borderline removal. It probably, if I had to remove one spell, it would absolutely be Gruin form. The question being, is 6 spells enough? And I feel like with Cryptic Etchings it should be. So there is that. So now I still have to cut 4 fucking cards from this deck. Yeah. It'll definitely be like at least 1 unit. I'm not sure what.
Yeah.
Like potentially the Aerial Ace, which has the Spear Diver and the Arcanist as kind of its betters. It's like this guy's just chuftier, and this gal is more threatening and also leaves a weapon.
Yeah.
Whereas Aerial Ace's biggest thing is he holds weapon, but I get the feeling we're going to be cutting at least 1 weapon. Probably not the Oathkeeper. Like, I think if we're cutting a weapon, it would be Copperhall Cudgel. Because Linebreaker's Shield is amazing,
so
and Oathkeeper's Hammer, I think, is good just to stabilize us.
Yeah, top end.
Yep.
Get us out of some holes.
Yep. Got 3 cards to kill. It would sort of be like, does the Eternity Core just not happen? Do I really like that though? Yep, this is our first draft.
One more.
Yep, one more thing. Yeah, it is the question of what the Eternity Core is building up to. As far as 6 costs go, it's like Spear Diver, Valkyrie Arcanist, and Oathkeeper's Hammer. Spear Diver would probably be the worst of those.
You mean what the Eternity Core?
Yes, the Eternity Core is like basically to play the 17 power but still get my 6 drops. It also provides another one to get Sirocco Glider in the air. Particularly if I cut an Etchings. It's sort of like, if I was to cut the Eternity Core, I'd probably want to put an Etchings back in. Yeah, Linebreaker's Shield is so ridiculous on something like Spear Diver or Arcanist.
Yep.
It's sort of like, do I cut District Infantry because this is going to be a slower deck? That would be a bit of an out there pick, but he's not really doing much. Like, I'm counting the Wormstone as a unit to make it 17 units here rather than 16. And he does not play defense. Like, District Infantry is good in a deck that wants to be moving.
Yeah.
This deck, to be honest, given the Scorpion and the Cryptic Etchings and all that, is not that into moving.
It's more kind of what it's airing it. It's like it's Unmoored Valkyrie Arcanist.
Yeah. Like, this deck is kind of about trying to survive for long enough for the Wormstone to come down, for the 6 drops to come down, for the Oathkeeper's Hammer to come and give you enough stability, like that sort of thing.
Yep.
I mean, the big thing here is that I'm not going to be on the attack a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Bold Adventurer District Infantry is definitely a better card than Bold Adventurer in a vacuum.
But it's offensive.
But you need to be
aggressive.
You need to be A spacing to really be getting the value out of him.
It's really good in like a Ricano-like deck.
Yeah.
Really aggressive.
So we got 4 primal with 6 sources, no doubles.
We got double greens. Do we have double time?
Yeah, so there's a double green.
You have that and that.
There's a double green, although it's a way late double green.
Okay, so...
And then it's worth noting that Begone, if we have the Justice, is worth the... So it's like, sort of, do I want to go with something like this? Because...
We also have a Trailmaker.
Yeah, the Trailmaker helps.
Which is nice. Good fixing. Yeah, this is not an early game deck. Yeah. That'll be 8, 7.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't snatched any ponies.
This is like borderline keepable.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep an eye on our influence. Sure, like that isn't useful because we can't play the Trailmaker.
Yep.
And if we could play the Trailmaker, it would be fine. That one's not great, but
it is borderline useful.
On a redraw, it's
on a redraw, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
The big thing being that Begone and Dispel both will slow our opponents down if they get good starts. Does not have time.
We're really gonna have to. Yeah, I think time is gonna be
very important to get.
Yes, we're gonna be like we want to see initial hands with time in them.
Yeah.
That one we'd have to pick between time and primal, but we could get a wisp. We'd have an onward.
Yeah, this is a redraw. Would actually be it would actually be playable.
That's 1 power, so.
Yep. Right, I think I'm gonna take a piss and then I'm gonna play this deck, and we'll see how God favors us.
I know. We're not snatching any ponies. Maybe we will in the future. Snatching ponies. Yeah, the Pony Snatcher card it allows you to steal a card, or it will. It's not out yet. It will allow you to steal a card from your enemy's market, which is really interesting. Yeah, Cartographer, I mean... I could see it still being useful with Scout, but... This is definitely going to be an interesting draft.
We'll see if this deck has the ability to last long enough to play an Oathkeeper's Hammer on a flying unit, because that's kind of its win con.
Yeah. Weapons on flyers. Yeah, very much so.
Yep.
That was quick.
Yeah. I feel like we almost never want to be pledging.
No.
We do get all of our influence out of this. We have the Finest Hour and the Permafrost. I think I'm gonna keep this. Like, I think what I'm looking for is mostly decks or hands that I can stabilize with.
Yeah.
That give me a lot of things to deal with whatever my opponent feels like doing.
Mm-hmm.
So like hands with etchings and early turn things are definitely going to be favored.
So we use our Trailmaker for primal.
Yep.
This'll do the trick.
This will do the trick. Yeah, it's like I'm kind of just looking for hands that can play early on and grab whatever my opponent decides to do whenever they decide to play. For example, I just play out the Pack Beast and go nuts here. Fucking got him. Now don't put endurance on it.
Worth using a Permafrost on?
It's flying and it has lifesteal, so if they had any plans to put weapons on it, it would get dangerous real quick. Oh boy.
You baiting?
Yeah, I think so.
Gonna have to be careful over Trailmaker,
Yes.
because he's our third power at the minute.
Yes. I'm okay with using the trick to once again just be real careful of those skeeters. That's kind of what that was for.
Can't you up a shuddering those damn skeeters?
Mm.
Really need power.
Power would be nice, and it is definitely something this deck has issues with. Oh, there we go. That is nice. I don't really care to trade a Finest Hour for that, so...
Magic, not so bad.
Magic, yeah, it's okay.
Magic's alright.
So the reason this card says Magic not so bad is because the original Kosul card, which was the one that made the giant bear, yeah, so that's the sort of thing that I was worried about. For the record.
No, that's scary.
Yep.
Okay, power's good.
Power is nice. Power, not so bad. Yeah, they weren't gonna take that.
Yeah, no way.
The Broken Wing doesn't actually do me much here. I want something that can play defense.
Yep.
Particularly against this motherfucker.
Yep.
Their plan, it seems pretty straightforward. But yeah, the original Kosul card, the quote that it says is, "You no need magic when you have bear." That is an issue. Oh, attack in with your 5/5. I know, like, you know I have a Finest Hour, but I'm not trading my 2/1.
Yeah.
I would have called my bluff there, personally.
I'll find my way.
Kind of have to keep the Finest Hour up,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
If they do suddenly attack in with the 5/5, it means they also have a trick.
Yeah.
Worth noting. Right, well, that is power. I think at this point I'm okay playing the Brawler, threatening a bit more damage to them.
Remember the Valkyrie!
Partly because if they attack in, I can still get good blocks,
yeah.
so...
Mm-hmm.
Ah! Alright then.
Alright. Okay, their deck's hitting us, and our deck is
Their deck
stalling.
happened.
Yeah.
Our deck decidedly
Our
did
deck
not.
is just stalling hard.
Yep.
That's a fire card right there. Jinxed it.
Yeah, it took us way too long to get up to this, unfortunately. We drew, like... we didn't draw the Cryptic Etchings, which is why, like,
Yeah.
I really feel like this deck would want to if I could fit it. I just don't know where. Hmm. But at this point, we're boned.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, this pixie right here is an issue, it turns out.
Yep.
We ride to
Ooh.
war.
Ooh.
Yeah, their whole deck is basically better at grinding than ours is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like we're playing a slow style.
Doc, thank you for the host.
Thank you.
We're playing cards.
We're losing.
We're losing. Our deck kinda is a bit.
It has problems.
Our
draft was awful.
Oh, yeah, our
Like,
packs were all over the place.
I could not find 3 colors
Yeah.
to play in our draft, so we ended up putting together a fucking weird tricolor that isn't even named.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's where we're at right now. But welcome everybody. We are 0-1.
Yep.
Doesn't really have any green, which means that this is
Yeah.
basically a dead card for
Yeah.
years.
I'm not. Yeah.
Like it has, I have 1 green, I guess, but I don't really think it has really enough. That works.
That's fine. Yeah, that's perfectly cromulent.
Has our win condition.
Has a trailmaker
has a
for
2 and a
blue.
3.
Yeah.
Has this to ramp up. Ooh, has that for like turn. Has some shenanigans. Let's say it that way.
I know it's around here somewhere.
An oath.
Fascinating. Alright, well, we'll at least be able to empty our hand out, which is fun.
That rather than the pack beast?
Yes,
This'll
you'll
do
see.
the trick.
Doesn't really matter.
Sure it does. Assuming they don't kill the Trailmaker, this will do the trick.
Choose your side.
I mean, we'll
Oh,
get
the
to play
flood.
the,
Oh, the flood is
we'll get to play
occurring.
the Battle Mage, which is nice. Or, sorry, we'll get to play the, Battle Mage plus the thingy.
Yes.
Snatching. Not
That
so
was always
bad.
my plan. Then I'll play at Oathkeeper's Hammer, although honestly, I'd probably prefer it to be on a flyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I hold on to that. But the nice thing is that as soon as I draw something that can have it put on, I will be able to do that. That's an issue, though.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, we're gonna get beat in the face,
Yeah,
and
no,
we'll
don't you
see
know
if
it.
I'm going to lose because of that. A Finest Hour would do us good.
Well, we just have to put the Oathkeeper's Hammer on that.
Eventually.
I'll find my way.
I mean, it won't do anything currently, so there's no reason to. It would give me 5 health back each turn, so I guess there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Permethrost.
Yeah. We do have removal.
It does exist.
We have Be Gone, and we have
Be Gone would be
Permafrost,
very good here.
And we have chump blockers for a little bit, but
Value my life a little more than that. That's pretty good.
ooh, that's handy.
Ah,
Oh,
Be
goodbye.
Gone.
Yeah, ideally, we can put it on a flyer so that we don't.
It is the sort of thing that if I keep drawing Juds,
We're gonna
I
have to.
basically
yeah.
have to. But there we go.
Ooh,
That
nice.
buys me a lot of
Yep.
time.
All right.
So let's see.
Scout.
Buy. I have my 2 Justice. Let's confuse them. No.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm just solidly on defense. 3 damage isn't worth much to me.
Nope.
Beans. Kill an enemy relic. Enemy player draws a relic of their choice from their deck. That's potentially fun.
Have to do it now.
Hey,
Let's
Dynamo!
do, I don't know.
Thank you.
I'm gonna draw a flyer and be like, ah.
Yeah, that'll be great. Not much choice, though.
Yeah, no.
What does
I mean,
this
at least
do?
we've got the barrel through that can go on to this lifesteal
Choose your
unit.
side.
Yeah. We don't have a relic, so...
We don't, so there's that,
We did,
but-
but we don't now, so...
Alright, so that turns into a 9/9, which they gotta block pretty fucking aggressively if they really want to kill him, and then I kind of just clear their board out, so that seems fine. And I'm totally okay with just kind of hitting face here.
Stabilize a bit, yeah.
Yep. Basically. I'm gonna play a weapon onto the sharpshooter. Draw or play? Draws. Okay. Good to be aware of. All we have left in the deck is
We have the
Wormstone.
Wormstone.
Yeah, so we'd be throwing away our spell to make him dead. Well, that's an issue.
Do we barrel through and kill it?
Probably. Don't really think I have a choice at this point.
Yeah.
So 7 health, 2, 5, 7, basically. Probably actually keep the Bold Adventurer here because it's more health. Right?
Yeah, I don't think we need the... It's 6 versus 7 power, I don't... We only have 6s, we don't have a 7.
That's right, baby. It's time for Clown Town. Ah, I guess his things there would have actually given me some stuff, huh?
What if...
This would have survived, basically.
Ah.
And now we sit in quite a pickle.
Yep.
We did kill his biggest threat, though, which is nice.
Yeah, I have a
finally
lot of
found some
cards.
justice.
You have no cards.
Yeah, Bold Adventurer would have lived. I just didn't do the math right there.
Yeah.
After the beatdown.
Ooh,
Ha, what do you
boy,
know?
They have one too.
I'm boned. I need a spell in like the next 2 cards or so. I mean, at least this kind of just evens. That's nice. But I need a spell very badly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very, very badly.
We've used 2 now.
Yep. Oh lord.
Oh my.
Yeah, we're dead. Game's done.
Same hat, I know.
Yeah, 20 turn clock. That's not very helpful at all.
No.
This deck is bad.
Yeah.
just to throw that out there.
Yeah.
I could be blocking here, but it would, because they already have the overwhelm. They've just got us down. Oh
No.
god.
We get cartographer, but that's it.
I know it's around here somewhere.
Much point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got nothing out of that.
Yeah.
Our deck was given a chance to sit. I think if they hadn't killed our cryptic etchings, we might have had a chance there, but
Yeah.
turns out they had good cards in their deck.
Yeah.
Which is a slight issue for our deck.
Yeah.
Because ours does not have good cards.
Yeah. We did it. We do have an infused guardian, you know.
Do we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
You have no evidence of that.
That's true.
I'm aware of defensive playstyles. I would have loved to pull a deck that could do anything else. Alright. I mean, I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Going down to 6 cards with this deck and just be dying.
No, God, no. Yeah, we got a Scorpion, we got Permafrost. That's basically... There's Justice, that's nice.
Alright, that helps.
How about our 1-cost cards?
Gonna fucking hit you with a Scorpion, that'll learn you. This'll wake him up.
Argenport protects us!
Can't do. A weapon for her would be nice.
Would be. Only have a few of those. Haven't seen the Linebreaker shield either.
No. We do have good cards in this deck. We just haven't fucking seen any of them.
Yep.
Oh, there's our other 1-cost card.
Yeah, we have all of our 1-cost cards. I sort of don't want her... in fact, if they really want to take this trade, they won't. That's fine. I'd rather they attack in with that and then I Defiance it to death, because they still get a passive bonus from it if I permafrost it.
Yeah, yeah.
I know these streets well.
That's to the player, right? Yeah, so we're good. Hey, I'd really prefer if you just didn't.
You will pay for your crimes!
Have you considered not? That's utterly irrelevant.
Right?
Alright, well, we need another,
Power for her.
Justice.
But, yes, no,
More
justice for
important
her.
point.
Yeah.
Argenport protects us!
But hey. No, I have to play my one cost again. That.
Oh, that's scary.
Not so much.
Alright.
Time to not pull power for an awful long time.
Yep.
Fucking got him.
Yeah. Fucking got him.
The only thing about playing an Oathkeeper's Hammer on her is that she gets nothing out of it. She turns into a 3/3 flyer with
Yeah.
lifesteal.
Yeah.
That's a bit scary. I mean, it does mean that they don't get the bonus they were hoping to out of that,
Yep.
but have to take this block.
Yep.
That's fun, at least.
We can
Yes.
get a worm like now.
Yes. Might as well eat one of their units while I do it. Fascinating.
Ooh.
Alright, so at the end of your turn, sacrifice and draw another unit from the void, but if he dies, that doesn't happen. The problem being this also dies with him. So what do they draw from the void if that happens? The Rooftop Vigilante is what they draw.
Well, you'll get a worm, so we'll have a unit.
Yeah, Rooftop Vigilante's in the air, though.
Well, I mean, if you kill it a Finest Hour, does it still get a void?
Well, I mean, it's more she dies.
Yeah, but we'll have a worm to replace her.
I suppose. I don't know if this is right. This feels like such a waste.
I know.
This is an extreme waste.
Oh,
I'm regretting it already.
We'll
Sorry.
rebuild!
It's
I
alright.
don't know. It's just the Rooftop Vigilante is scary, right?
Yeah, it's definitely scarier. Okay, this spell would have to play anyway. Would have liked to force them to play out their Finest Hour. Oh well. Bonk.
Bonk. It'll be nice if we get a power.
Stand aside.
Fucking stand aside. I'm gonna continue to just do my worm thing.
Yeah, you think we'll kill your Beast Guardian with a Shrek?
I'll find
I'd
my
imagine
way.
so. I probably shouldn't use that to block too much. She's nice because she at least means the.
An unexpected find.
Ooh, that's a bit scary. Yeah, so they got a pretty good Karandon and power deck going here. Ah, that's fun. All right. They're out of like stuff.
Yeah, I have no power.
This is nice though because this fixes my justice.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna just hit him in the fucking face. Question is who I use this on, because I mean the one thing about him is that he gives them another power out of their deck,
Yeah.
which worries me. The thing about this is sort of like it's whatever. He's also kind of whatever.
No.
It's all just whatever. But I'd rather be able to play her with like any power. It's weird. I'd rather they play something actually dangerous. I don't know. Yeah, I can sit on that. It's not like it lets me play either of these cards after all. And of course, if I do get up there, I can play an Oathkeeper's Hammer on this, which is funny. And frankly, I'm all about the funny. Yeah, fuck me up. Weird. The trick you've had in your hand this whole time is still in your hand.
Wow, we have 2 Begons now.
That's fun.
We have our 2 Begons now.
Yep. Eventually, they're gonna have to start blocking this. Is the thing.
Yeah.
Actually, I maybe should have begoned the vulture and then just attacked in with both of these. Although they would have just finest houred in response to that.
Yeah, whatever trick they have.
God, it's like, how much do I care? Like, I know that this is a trick, so it's not like I need 2 begons for everything.
Yeah.
This is a weird one.
The Justice could be handy for if we ever draw a power.
Yeah, exactly. What are you gonna do? Finest hour it? Yeah, because now if we draw any sort of active power,
we wouldn't.
Yeah, like
we
we're
have
holding
an
that in
extra
response.
I see them.
Alrighty.
Hello.
Okay.
Our border will get slightly bigger, which is nice.
I think I want to be able to play both this and this at the same time.
Yeah.
Because 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah.
So we can,
With the finest hour that they're holding up.
We ping something away, yeah.
So what I do is play the Valkyrie
Play that,
Arcanist
yeah,
here.
Yep.
By spell and steel.
That effectively blocks your flyers unless they want to waste a finest hour to kill it.
Yep.
Which,
it also
you know,
is a decent target for the Oathkeeper's Hammer.
Yep.
It should be noted.
Yep. Damn, we see how much power they.
I mean, they're at 10 right now, it's worth noting. Sure. Definitely an issue.
Is that the trick they had?
Uh-huh. No,
no.
Begone is slow.
Okay. They'll have a trick.
Yep. That's right, baby, it's fire time.
What do we do?
That is the question. Like, part of me wants to just swing in with this for funsies. And if it draws out a finest hour or even kills off 2 things, that's fun. Although they'll just block with these 2.
Yeah.
It's also worth asking if I want to just trade in this 7/7 now that this is a 6/6 endurance.
If you put the Oathkeeper's Hammer on the flyer, they have to use their trick to.
Yes, I do lose the Oathkeeper's Hammer though, which does worry me a bit. I do get
Well, you can't use Begone to ping a blocker now.
Not if I use the, like, it's one or the other.
Oh yes, it's one or the other now. Yeah.
Which does mean next turn has the chance to be fun. I think I can afford to wait for that. Like, if I wasn't guaranteed to be able to play both of these next turn, I don't think I'd do this. All right, well, there goes my worm. Traded it in when I had the chance.
Yeah.
Oh well. I do at least still have the 6/6. It would. Yeah, I feel like they should ace space or something. They really, really want to get rid of my everything. It's pretty fun. So now it's sort of like, do I get rid of my Infused Guardian by letting them play the Finest Hour, or do I continue to play around the Finest Hour?
Well, if they do, your flyer then becomes a 5/5. They can't murder.
Yeah, true. I like that. All their bluff here. What are you gonna do? Finest Hour? Yep.
Yeah, makes sense. Yep.
Yeah, it is the sort of thing where, like, surprise, I am willing to trade this is actually pretty strong here. And now I can just use this to start stabilizing. That's really good for us. Had I won with Be Gone? No, I wouldn't. They still had this guy, right? Oh, no, he attacked in, didn't he? Yeah, oops, I missed lethal.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's fine. I think we still like can get it here if we use Be Gone.
They still have a finest hour.
You can't use that in response now.
No.
No.
Low spell.
Right. What do you do here?
Try my hardest not to lose the game now. Well.
I mean, if you Be Gone something.
They have to spend their finest hour. Like, this becomes a 3-for-1 trade where I get a card back.
Yeah, no, do you go all in or just for this?
I think I'm still trying to do this. Like, if I get their entire air gone and get a thing.
Yeah, I was just thinking if you also attacked with your Infused Guardian, they would have to give up their Shoveler, that's the...
Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing bad.
Remember the Valkyrie!
I see them.
There.
Not really do much for us. They have finest hour. They've just realized that it doesn't, that all the trades I've been offering them haven't been good.
Yeah.
See?
Hold of the core.
Doesn't really do anything.
I'll find my way.
If I pull a Sirocco Glider, I can even just play it.
Yeah.
Well, that took longer than it should have. I need to drill down and pay a little more attention.
Okay.
I was giving them really bad trades for finest hour every time.
Yeah.
Like, I think they realized their attack in was a mistake when they did it. Like, they went all in and they weren't expecting me to call their bluff on it. And then when they actually evaluated them losing the finest hour for one of my ground units when I was clearly a threat in the air, they were like, oh, shit. Like, every move that they made when they made it made sense. It's just they were a little too confident about trying to attack that district infantry in.
Yeah.
That's the power of knowing their trick. I know exactly what they were thinking that entire time.
No. Absolutely not.
I mean, all I gotta do is hold out. Come back with a Spear Diver on turn 5.
Yeah.
That'll fucking show them. Maybe I do just swap this Eternity Core for another
an
Cryptic
Etchings,
Etchings
yeah.
if I get another game here.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
I don't think it's been doing enough for us. I'm gonna keep this.
Yeah.
It's on the edge, and I'm not playing this for power.
No, yeah.
Because he's too, like, I want to play him for power, but I'm not gonna do it. He's too fucking good. We need some good power draws if I don't do this, though. It's worth noting.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of the reasons to hold out, though. This is a risky maneuver.
Yeah.
We're praying for the flood that we got the last 2 games.
Yep.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Uh-oh. Well, we have, what's his face? Now it gives you power.
Yeah, Trailmaker.
Yeah, that's the one, Trailmaker. We're never gonna see it.
Sorry, I was thinking about Trailmaker. I didn't say it. Yeah, like 8 cost stuff is kind of where Eternity Core wants to go. It was sort of the thing I wanted to like play test it a little bit to see how it felt, and now I'm kind of feeling like it plays bad. Oh, that's an issue. Let's hope they pull a weapon, play it on her, and then die to Defiance.
Yeah.
That's the play right now. Is just removing their black market from the game entirely. Pick up a weapon. I haven't done anything, and I'm stuck on 2.
Yeah.
I think like Karandon and Aurelian both work pretty well.
Oh.
This is good.
There's our top end.
I'm having a lot of fun here.
Yeah.
It's also like if they really want to offer that. Yep, there we go. That isn't even their market thing, so that's scary. But that's a little less so.
You will pay for your crimes.
So we did just remove 2 rares from their deck.
Yeah.
That's a plus.
New attack. And cry.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I can play the Linebreaker's Shield as long as I play Barrel Through first.
Yeah.
Can't get anything
A
from it,
small
but I can do it.
decision.
Alright, well now I actually have to play the
Yeah.
Barrel Through. Which is fine. It'll at least let me play the Cartographer and then churn through a bit more. It's interesting to ask what I get rid of here. Might be the Brawler, but even then that's like...
The Arcanist, maybe?
She has so much value when I get up to her, but it is sort of like, probably I should throw away one of the 2 6s.
Yeah.
And it's like, does this stabilize me more, or does she stabilize me more? She might.
Get that blue.
If this pulls a fine, if this, that is fine. We've emptied the board. They just spent their turn to do that. I definitely take the Cartographer first here,
know it's
especially when
around
they're
here
empty.
somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm at 25 health, which is actually a decent consideration for throwing away the Oathkeeper's Hammer.
Yeah.
I think this is okay. I don't really need that to stabilize. Like, God, I'd take that trip all day.
Trust in the light.
That's annoying. That's actually really bad.
Yeah.
Alright, well, at least I have Permafrost for that.
Okay, so we put the Wisp down.
Yeah, the Wisp definitely happens, and the
We
next
attack
turn...
in because she's fucking dead as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they're gonna play a
They're
fucking
gonna
endurance thing on
do
her.
That.
A
They're
small
gonna do it on the
decision.
Wisp.
Yep, which is fine.
Yes. Oh, thank
There
God,
we
some
go.
power.
That's interesting. Dispel might... Like, Dispel would specifically be to draw a card here. That feels a bit awkward.
Do we Linebreaker Shield without Shield Bash?
I think I also want a shield. Like, they're content to play slow. I think we really need to draw as many cards as we can.
Okay.
In which case, Dispel on a bad thing is probably where we want to go here. I have to do something, basically. This is the I have to do something thing, and it's actually paid off here.
We're never
That got
finding
this terrible
power.
draw out. Yeah, I
We're
know.
Never finding power.
It's so good, and I love it.
Your sword.
Ooh, Gracolites. They get a fucking treasure trove. This is just Value City.
Yeah.
Value Town, USA. Yeah, like we need to pull every card we can out of our deck here.
Absolutely. Wormstone?
Yeah, can we afford to Wormstone here? Probably.
I mean, we've got Permafrost.
Up next. The ideal here would be drawing another power, playing Linebreaker's Shield.
Yes, absolutely.
Playing Shield Bash, summoning a worm, drawing a card. Like, one power and things go a little bit nuts. They're gonna use a spell here. Yep. Interesting. Didn't consider that worth saving. Ah, yeah, that's fair enough.
Okay, Scorpion's
pretty good.
nice, actually.
There's a non-zero chance that I actually want to Permafrost this, but I do have a few turns. Because Permafrost does shut off Sky Crew.
Yeah.
It is
Do
worth
we just
noting.
throw a Scorpion out and hold?
I think we do.
Buller. Sky Crew.
That worries me. That tells me they have something else that they want going through. It's 6 damage. I can afford to take this once. It's also like, do they have some shit like Copper Hall, whatever? Some real motherfuckers.
That's useful for next turn.
Yep.
This'll do the trick.
Alright, here's where things get interesting. I'm gonna Permafrost that 5/5 because that's actually dangerous.
Yes.
And if they play a weapon on it just to get a squirrel, that's like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give us a worm. Oh, just an attachment.
Yep.
Not a spell, right?
Ah.
Our steel is sharp.
Yeah. That is the issue, huh? All of these are issues.
Oh shit, when do we Scorpion? Do we Scorpion? We
I
kinda
think I kind of have
right?
to. Yeah, I can't really afford to take this damage here. I will at least have a worm soon. Forgot to remove that, didn't I?
Yeah.
We had a whole conversation about it and everything.
It's fine.
Fucking got him. They sure do have a deck, yes.
Yeah.
And at least next turn I have a 7/7 up until they draw a fall short for it.
War is our way.
Wow.
Alrighty then. Now I'm not gonna say we lose, but we fucking lose.
Die with honor.
Jesus, fucking lose hard. Oh shit.
Argent
Never got to 5 power, which was the exact thing that I said would get us killed.
Yeah.
Oof. Alright, let's see if I'm allowed to play aggressive in this next deck, because that sucked. That deck was awful.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like an Oni tribal draft. What the hell?
Congratulations. You got like second pack, first pick Kyojin. And like managed to make a deck around it.
Yeah.
Not much I can do about that.
Nope.
Alright, so we got Defiance, which I mean it's a good spell. Like Defiance is definitely better than Storm Tamer, so it's definitely the best card here.
Yep, I think so.
Like Broken Wing Brawler's pretty
Valkyrie,
good. Defiance
Short.
is way better than Fall Short.
Yep.
Unmoored Valkyrie is fine. Yeah, I'm pretty happy just taking a Defiance here.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Hopefully I see some good fire. Ooh, Conflagrate.
Conflagrate's good
Forge
fire.
Master,
Yeah,
Brawler.
someone passed a bunch of decent fire to us in a
Wow.
Broken Wing Brawler.
Conflagrate.
Probably just take the Conflagrate here and feel good about it.
Mm-hmm.
Crystal Dirk Nowitzki. People said I looked like Dirk Nowitzki in high school. Well, that's an Urn of Choking Embers.
Urn's happening.
There's a
Windcloak's
Carandon
good
Steward there too.
Yeah, Steward, Urn, Windcloak.
This is either the Urn or the Carandon Steward. And I think I'm more likely to see it as the Carandon Steward than another Urn. So let's see. There's Mob Rule here, which is good. Unmoored Valkyrie, which is good. There's Power Breach Sentinel, which is good, but it is out of the colors, like the triples.
Yeah.
We're kind of looking at either Ixtun or Winchest right now with these,
Yep.
like, kind of all three of these are really good. And time is unfortunately kind of out of that.
Yep. I like the Valkyrie.
Unmoored Valkyrie is fine. It's kind of a hopeful
Six
pick,
feet,
but
yeah.
either that or like a mob rule potentially. But I don't know if this is a mob rule deck yet.
Yeah.
That's fun. Goodbye, Curator Spear. It was like that when it spawned. Makeshift Barrier is actually pretty good. Let's see. We got a Kantha's Outrider here. We've got Firewood Slasher's sort of an interesting one. Other than that, like, not too much.
Confiscate. Woo.
I could confiscate them. Let's see. Blaze is a potentially fun one. At 4, I think it might actually be okay. It's definitely better than like Spitfire.
Yeah.
Token of Instinct doesn't do much for us. Magmatic Sentinel is very expensive. Yeah, replicator engine deck, it's coming.
Grab that token, maybe?
Token of Ambition seems fine. I think we really want to get some good weapons and stuff on pack 2. God, it's like time is clearly open, and there have been some good cards. But I don't know, like...
You're away from time now. Time let you down last time. You're like, ah!
I don't know. I have not figured out how to draft decks in this format yet. Like, I've gotten some really good decks. I feel like I have a bad time seeing what decks I want to draft, though. I don't really know, like, how to read signals in 3 colors, to be honest. Could just get a fucking Shogun Scepter and go forward. And let me just scoop most of this pack. I mean, there's the Finest Hour, there's the Frontline Cyclops, there's Shogun Scepter.
Shogun Scepter, baby.
But it's Shogun Scepter. Copper Hall Porter's very good. Welding Torch is very good.
Welding Torch, hello.
Praxis Banner could make a weird time deck work.
Yep. Yeah, Ring Signals is very hard in this.
It's so weird because you're supposed to be reading signals for like 3 separate colors, and there's really not any support outside of the 3 colors. I mean, I guess ideally you get a good 2-color thing, but then with like a splash of any of the 3rd colors that it has.
Yeah, ancient defenses we saw against us. If we had a Sentinel
defenses
deck,
did some dumb shit.
Or it's a torch for 4.
It is a torch for 4 is what ancient defenses is.
We have Conflagrate as well. So, but Welding Torch for 4.
It's Welding Torch or Porter. I probably lean towards Porter most of the time.
Units.
Having like units is good, and like we already have the Conflagrate. We've already got a Shogun Scepter. We've even got a Blaze in here right now.
Yep.
I don't feel awful about our current selection of weapons.
Yeah.
Ancient Defenses is the answer to the question, would you play Torch at 4? Okay, so we've got Assembly Line here, which makes Blaze a lot better. We've got Renegade Valkyrie, which makes any sort of bullshit better.
Yeah. Shogun
we're
Scepter,
kind of
Renegade
in
Valkyrie.
Ricano.
Yeah.
Dark Return, that's pretty good. So, like, the second pack does just seem to be making our decision to go Winchest very good.
Like an Instigator.
Wow, how the fuck did it instigate? Okay, so this means that Shadow is just way fucking open. Just let me put that on the table.
So Sky Crew, I think, is the best at all.
Yeah, because I mean everything else kind of is
It's blue. I
like
think
all
we're
of the other good cards are decent cards
Yes,
here are
yes.
blue. Is the way to say that. Oh, this could be a Flame Blast deck. Who knows? This deck is gonna have way too many influence requirements, and I'm here for it. Skeeter's kind of whatever, but I'll take it over a... Yeah, I'll take it over a Spiked Helm. Because if I get good weapons, then Skeeter looks good. If I get no weapons, then, like... Yeah,
I'll probably
I'm okay
get
with that.
either the Gradaman or the Deputy here.
Yeah. Deputy probably wears weapons a little better. All of these are bad.
Yeah.
They would be bad even if I was
This
in
is a Flame
colors.
Blast deck, baby! Yeah! Ooh, change these... change stick. But there's a Welding Torch.
Do I give someone else a Thundrock Arctic Artisan?
Third rock.
A Thundrock.
Or are you gonna steal it? You gonna pass up a Welding Torch for it?
That would be the thing. It would be like Welding Torch or Wildfire Sensari, and this deck probably wants a Welding Torch a bit more.
Yeah.
Let's make someone's day. Pass them a legendary.
Oh,
Fucking Adaptive Predator.
Bloody hell. Adaptive
Someone
Predator.
dropped us an Adaptive
What
Predator.
the hell?
Fuck you.
And Sledge and Longsword.
Yeah, this
Ooh.
is sort of the banner or the longsword. Infernus is fun, but there are, actually useful
Yeah.
cards here.
Yeah, oh god, yeah, I like all things. Can we just scoop this one?
Yeah, this is a scoop this pack
Sabotage.
kind of thing. It would give us a
The
2-drop.
Stone Star Magus is an
The Magus
asshole.
would fit in this deck. Yeah, no, this is a
Yeah,
scoop this pack
can I
kind of
just
pack.
Scoop this whole thing.
Find a way to get an Adaptive Predator in this deck somehow.
Yeah, absolutely.
God. So our weapons right now are
We're pretty strong.
the Shogun Scepter and the Welding Torch. I really want this longsword, but I also really want this Ricano banner.
Yes, we have one. We have a token at the minute.
We're early in the pack. This is going to come back to bite me. I'm never going to see a
Oh
good
my
thing
goodness.
again.
Bright Mage, Strikes of
Jesus,
the
what the
Many,
fuck?
Cudgel, another
All right.
Welding Torch.
So our threes
we
right
need
now, we got
units,
1,
'cause we're
2,
thinking
3. Yeah, I know. As far as units go, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so I'd probably just go Bright Mace Paladin and feel okay about it. I miss the Strength of Many. I think I need a Paladin more than I need a second Welding Torch.
Yeah, Bright Mace is good. Oh,
Yep. Well, that's a Ruination Sledge. It's also a Stone Scar Magus.
Any good?
That is a fascinating question. I have no idea if a Valkyrie Cadet is any good, but in a weapons thing, it seems like it could be alright.
Yeah, so Sledge or Magus, we think? Or Cadet?
I'm debating Cadet here. I think it's either Sledge or Cadet. I mean, I guess, again, we need units. Units would be nice. But then, Magus is more of a slow.
Yeah.
Magus is a hold the deck back card, so it is basically, do I feel like I can make Valkyrie Cadet work in a deck like this?
Yeah, she's basically not.
Because I did take a Crown Watch Longsword.
Yeah.
So I've got the Longsword, the Shogun Scepter, and the Welding Torch to attach to her, which then makes her godly. This is dumb. It's not going to stop me, but it's dumb.
Ooh, Sharpshooter Field Captain. Wow,
Probably
this
prefer
has been
Sharpshooter
so fucking
here.
Ricano. Holy
I know.
shit.
I think
Every card.
So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, which this can be cut. 5. Sharpshooter's good.
Oh, Sledge.
Wow, Sledger's Ricano
Fucking-
Stranger.
Oh my god.
I have no fucking fixing.
Yeah, the Stranger is good. He's a good 2 for 2, and he's fixing. Ricano is just like, what the shit?
Ricano is somehow happening. This is either
Mace.
Mace or Deputy. Deputy
have
would give me
Deputy.
another early thing, but we do have a bunch of ones, so not that heavy. Scared of the one slot.
Ricano banner.
That is a way low falling
Ricano banner.
one
Ooh,
slot.
Thornbeast.
Thornbeast is a pretty nice low grab.
Soul
What are my
Collector.
2s? 1, 2, 3. I'm actually taking the Pyre Adept here.
Over that
Soul Collector is another slow card. It's also double, and like one of my only 2s is also double. And we have no fixing except Token of Ambition for
that's fair. That's fair.
for Shadow
Yeah.
words. So I'm actually kind of okay with that.
Shapeshifter's Mask.
Neat.
Alright, so that's just a recurring, shit, what's it called? Oh, the spell that transforms, I forget.
Unstable form.
Yes, Unstable Form. There is a Fireheart Recruit.
That's right.
And a Left
Intimidator is an
Intimidator.
interesting one. I think the Fireheart Recruit is better. Like, I think turn 3 is where we can kind of just win games. So even if I overload on my
Nice
3s,
Oathkeeper's Hammer, too.
it's quite good. I think this deck is too fast for Oathkeeper's
Yeah.
Hammer. So I'm okay with Fireheart Recruit. Warband Scald. Yeah, I think that's what I'm playing here, picking here. It's a pretty good top end for this deck.
Forge.
I don't think this deck goes long enough for Forge. As weird as that sounds. I mean, it is. Forge is quite good, but maybe I just want a Mob Rule or a Broken Wing Brawler instead.
You think?
It's so like the big thing about Forge is that I have to get to 5 before it does anything for me, and then I also have to play units after I get to 5 to be able to get stuff for them. It's strong.
Is that Unweird
But-
Elk or the Mob Rule?
It's an interesting question. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
18.
18-ish units, although there's a lot that I'd be like happy to cut.
Mob Rule's pretty good. We have a Conflagrate, we have some Flame Blasts for removal, and the Welding Torch. Is that about it for removal?
Yeah, the Welding Torch probably doesn't count. So there's
Yeah,
Mithril Mace,
it
though.
is. Yeah, the Mithril Mace, yeah.
It's an interesting one. I feel like Mob Rule is probably okay just to have a little bit extra.
This isn't a deck that wants Brawler either, I guess.
I mean, it wants Brawler, but it might want those lower cost cards more.
Okay.
It's the sort of thing that like I would love a Brawler to be able to just finish out games. I'm not sure if I'd love some lower stuff a little bit more. My counts are all messed up, or like just a Mob Rule to get some removal. So I think Brawler is in the conversation here.
Yeah.
Kind of a tough one. Brawler would basically finish out my top end here.
Yeah.
That's also why I would probably take it over the Shingane Forge. I think the big thing about the Forge is it's amazing when you've got a deck that wants a lot of renown but doesn't want a lot of extra weapons in it to be able to activate the renown. This sort of just gives you another outlet that generates weapons. It's also worth noting that Unmoored Valkyrie is just a really good target for any of our weapons.
Yeah.
Because she turns into a lifesteal plus whatever the fuck kind of thing. Still just take the Brawler here. We have the Defiance. We've got the Conflagrate. Mob might win us more games. That's a tough one. Oh my.
Hunt Caller.
Yeah, that's the move here.
Yeah, that definitely is.
Wow, am I finally gonna get to play a fucking Hunt Caller? Alright, I think I got paid off for the mob rule here.
Yeah, take a Brawler.
Because I can just take a Brawler. I could also potentially take an Astromancer's Compass, but I think Brawler as a finisher is pretty good.
Now do we take an Intimidator? Oh, Display of Ambition, right. Display is really good.
No real reason not to. I guess
Compass.
now I get a Astromancer's Compass. I don't think that's going to make the deck, but hey. What's the worst that could happen?
Token of Vision for sure.
Yep, that is 2 of our 3. Well, this deck will be interesting. I think the actual biggest problem with it is going to be the fixing aspects.
Yes.
It's going to have a lot of trouble to the point where I may not even put this Argenport Instigator in it. I feel like this deck might actually have a lot of trouble getting over to that.
So, what are one of all 3 and... okay.
I guess we do have 2 of these are shadows. Worth noting, but it is sort of like on 2.
Yeah. We kill our Flickerling. I think so, right?
He is flying, which makes him a good weapon carrier, but I think like
we have
every
better
other
work.
3-drop is a better weapon carrier.
Yeah, the Bright Mace Paladin, the Fireheart.
Like I might even cut the Skeeter here.
Yeah.
And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 3-drops. Cadet might also be the thing because it just doesn't exist if we don't have a weapon on it.
Yeah.
And I guess granted Skeeter might be similar. Like of the 2 of these, we want to put a weapon on both of them and she has way more upside with a weapon on her.
Yeah.
Outside of that...
We don't need 2 Flame Blasts, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty safe to remove at least 1 Flame Blast.
The 2 Iron Hooks.
At least 1 Iron Hook, probably 2 Iron Hooks. We'll see. As far as removal goes, we've got Mob Rule. I think I'll keep this Blaze. Potentially Flame Blast, Conflagrate, Defiance. I don't need a bad Iron Hook.
Yeah.
So it's worth asking if we want Astromancer's Compass here. It is a thing to dump power into, especially with units like Fireheart Recruit, Bryce Mace Paladin. Even something like Pyre Adept can punch surprisingly above its weight.
Yeah.
I think Darker Terran is going to be quite strong in this deck.
Yeah.
Sky Crew
Sky Crew.
probably isn't necessary because I don't think I'm going to want to get to 8 in this deck.
Yeah. We run how much power? 17,
The record
16?
display is
Yes,
kill an enemy with 5 health or more. So it's a bit of an awkward kill mode, but it is a kill mode.
Or it grabs 2 units from your void.
But yes,
or
the other
it
modes of
plus
it are
1 overwhelm.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
By the way, +1 and Overwhelm is permanent on all
yep.
your units.
Yep, all your units.
Softfoot Burglar would probably be, yeah, because I got 4 1s here. It's interesting to ask if Steadfast Deputy or Softfoot Burglar is worse. Direwood Slasher actually has the potential to, like, be really good with a weapon on it. Like, because you put a weapon and you activate a Berserk in a turn where they've left themselves open. Yeah, it's like weapon likers that aren't good is definitely the thought here. Skeeter is so interesting in the sense that, like, I only have 3 weapons, so it's like, do I prefer that over the Valkyrie Cadet? But then it's also like it gets rid of a shadow, which can help.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You We kind of want our shadows to be, like, good.
Yeah. Which is also why I still haven't cut him yet.
Yep.
Now, granted, we're at 17 units now, so we do have to be a little bit careful. Deck is at 16 power right now. That might be enough.
Oh, does display have a kill mode? Yeah, if you have over 5 health, yeah.
Yeah.
It kills something that has over 5 health.
Well, yeah, I think they knew that, but someone then answered
Yeah.
a different thing. Beyond this... It's like, do I want to run 17 power, or do I think that I'm okay not playing, like, these kinds of things a decent amount of the time?
The mace is a consideration, yeah. For cutting.
Yeah, mace probably does the least here, and then it kind of just lets me, do what I need to.
That's...
6, 7, 8.
8, yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6.
Our influence.
So 8, 7, 6. Double on the shadow. I don't want to remove him though. Even though he's never coming down on turn 2. And double on the fire.
Lots of fire, really, with a flame
Triple
blast.
on the fire with the flame blast.
Not a double justice, but we do want justice.
Yes,
Definitely.
justice is a lot of things in this deck. The Recount of Stranger does help at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think cutting the mace is fine because we do have enough forms of removal.
Yeah, we do. We'll look at some hands.
Perfect. That does play.
Yeah, that's fine.
Be able to put this on 1, this on 2, and then this on 3. God.
Not ideal.
Oh, if one of these was a justice,
Yeah,
that would actually be
fine.
amazing.
Yeah. Nope.
Speaking of, yeah, there's definitely a lot of justice in this deck, and that's
Yeah.
maybe the biggest concern.
Yeah.
Is that the power ends up playing a bit awkwardly some of the time.
That's fine.
It does play. I think, yeah, I keep hands that, like, fix my power pretty aggressively, as long as I have something to do.
As long as you have a play and then, like, turn
The deck is
1 to
pretty
3,
aggressive,
yes.
but I do tend to like this.
Yeah, all the displays are really good.
Yep. Ambition might be the best one, although I'd really have to look at all the modes of all of them now. It's hard to keep 15 separate effects in your head. It's not like you're considering a cycle as, you know, 5 cards. It's 5 cards with 3 modes each, and then the interaction amongst all of those modes. Man, this could have been amazing.
So close.
It plays on 2. It's like, is it worth going down power or down a hand? I'm not going first.
So.
The big problem being that I only have 2 cards I can play in this.
Yeah, when we draw power, we can get the makeshift, but yeah.
This is ballsy.
I don't know, it's such a hard decision. Like, do you go down 1 card?
Stand aside.
Uh-oh.
Alright, well that's good.
Fire, yeah. Really good.
That does help. Makeshift barrier should hopefully help us kind of hold out for a bit.
Yeah.
Ignite!
Ignite. Alright, let's see if they have to burn a conflagrate on her or if they just can't attack in with their district infantry. I'm fine with either of those. If they attack in and like use a thing, alright. Well, they spent a spell on it at least. It's about all I can say for myself, but hey. Soft
can
burglar in that, so that's good
burglar,
at least.
yeah.
Doesn't count as renowning him, sadly. Being
Nope.
eaten is not renowned.
Nope.
I don't think they have a trick in
Canon.
their hand unless it costs more than 1.
Yep.
At least currently. Which, hey, it might.
Your sword.
Jesus. You're definitely doing some work to us here.
Yeah, they are aggressive as hell. Welding torch the barrier. Thinking.
This is an interesting concept. Probably decent. The other option would be to actually play the both of these in the same mode.
Yeah.
Because this can block this blocks that the same either way.
Yeah.
It's also sort of like how long are they going to keep having power?
Mm-hmm.
Is a fair thing. So I think I might do that rather than
yeah.
the purely defensive play. This develops the board a little bit better.
Cool, cool.
Oh, so much to this.
And like, if they use a trick to save the district infantry from this, then at least I pulled the trick out of them, which is nice. And then, once I get the third, I will at least have the Flame Blast, which is nice. You know, assuming I ever get the third. This is another Shadow, right?
Yes, Shadow, yes,
all we need
yes.
is the one.
All we need is the one Justice. We want 2 Shadow and 3 Fire.
I could get cheeky and play out the Hunt Caller and attack in with both of these. Or even just with this. I might. Does sort of mean that I lose the ability to trade him in, though, so maybe I do just play the Welding Torch and stand pat here.
Would you Welding Torch the barrier?
It's either the barrier or this guy to get a treasure trove, which is an interesting prospect. It does turn the barrier into a really good defender, though, and also... Yeah, the important thing about the barrier, actually, is going to become apparent soon.
Does it keep its stats when it transforms?
It keeps its weapons when it transforms.
Yeah.
So I could make a 5/4 in the air, I guess. Oh no. Enemy card discards the top 3 cards of their deck. Fun.
That's a mill, isn't it?
That it be. But I mean, now they gotta figure this out. Which, to be fair to them, they totally can.
Yeah, they totally do. Yep, there you go.
You will
Defiance
pay
is
for
a
your
good card,
crimes.
it turns
Yeah,
out.
nearly had something.
Yep. Decent chance we lose this.
Yep,
That was a hell of a power play there.
yep.
We really haven't been able to just attack in yet. We were able to right there, and then they had the answer for us. They had old school entrapment for us.
Yep.
Ah, and they're about to weapon him up. I think we're in trouble.
Yep.
Depends on what they put on him and if Flame Blast can kill him. Okay, we're praying for fire. That's basically where we're at here. I have to take the trick that's out of in their hand out of it now. That's fine. We need fire. It's fire or bust. That's a problem too. Okay, never mind. Everything I said is false.
Yep. So do we put the clan hunt collar down?
Yeah, I think so. Get a war cry in, get cheeky.
Down the mountain!
Fuck them up! Could have avoided 1 damage to face, but I'm not that worried about that at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit me. Alright, I really, really want this to be active.
Yeah.
For whatever the next thing they play is. If I get that, I think I'm actually okay. Because that goes down now, and that's huge.
You will
That's
pay
basically
for
the
your
exact same
crimes.
thing that they did to us.
Yeah.
I'm glad that card isn't mob rule.
I love
I'm less glad about that. Alright. I don't want any of these back, to be honest.
So just put the brawler down.
I have no idea how Dark Return interacts with Whirly Twirly. I feel like it'd get rid of permanent effects. They let this hit face.
Remember the Valkyrie!
I block with the 3/3 and then bring him back as a 4/4, and that's basically the only move I have right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's like literally the best thing that I could put back down.
Yeah. That's currently Whirly Twirly, so it'd be a 3/3 flyer. Okay.
Yeah, buffs would fall off. The big thing being like going back and forth with it. That's nice though. I'm going to attack in first. See if they want to take a trade. Because these have 1 health.
I can't block.
Sorry, this has 1 health, is what I meant. And also, if I wanted to do anything with that, sort of be... Like, basically, I'm saying if I lose my units, Blaze would still be just as good.
Right.
Alright. Hold on to your butts, everybody. We have something big on the stack. They have Avigraft, so that's fun. It's something everyone hates. If I could kill it, that'd be fun. So I can't bring her back now, importantly, because I can't play her as long as I have Avigraft on me.
Okay.
It used to cost 3, which people just fucking hated.
Oh.
So the Dark Return target now is whatever's on top of my thing that has 4 war cries on it.
Alright.
That's where we're sitting. I'd also settle for him, though. If they really want to play, like, Blaze on him or something. Ah, Suffocate. That's fun. Interesting. You also have a Blaze? No. Good to know.
Oh, we bring it back.
Well, like I said, Dark Return. Right on that, baby. I finally have the Flame Blast. I think we might have this game. It is a shame that we lost Display of Ambition.
Yeah.
I love a good fight.
So basically, we hope they don't have another Defiance. That's kind of where we're at right now. Ooh, that's fun.
Fine now.
Yep, and I kill that immediately.
Yep.
Ooh, that's also fun.
Both, right?
Yes. You can, so like Flame Blast is basically, you can always play
Use
it as
all
long
your
as you have
power?
it. Yeah. And
A single shot is
yeah,
all
it does
it
5
takes.
damage here.
Back in.
Threaten lethal next turn if I get power. Yeah, you kind of have to do that. I guess is a reason to not have done it, but whatever. I mean, the nice thing here is that if they attack in with their rats, they take 1 damage.
Yep.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, that was terrifying.
That was a little bit scary.
That was scary, but our deck came
Our
through
deck came
for
through.
us.
Our deck has moves.
Yeah.
That's why we held the Dark Return as long as we did.
Yep. Good match. Dr. Wompers and like it.
The mighty Dr. Wompers. This has 3 power. It has my entire base. It doesn't have the doubles, but it does have Blaze.
It has a Thorn
It does have a
Beast and a
5/5.
Burglar.
Yeah, okay. This has enough.
That's
Plus, it
her.
plays Token of Ambition on 2, and it more or less curves. That's also pretty decent.
Oh, so much to discover.
Just.
Yep, more like Winchest.
Our steel is sharp.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so actually, this is now...
Even fire or shadow. Fire?
Yeah, probably fire. Shogun Scepter does so much work.
Yes, yes. We have more that need fire than we shadow.
Yeah, Shadow is literally just specifically to play Argentport Instigator, and we have enough sources of Shadow that I'm not worried about
So
getting
are we
it
gonna
eventually.
eat him or put the sharpshooter down?
That's an interesting question. We'll see what they do this turn before I answer that. Well, I think you have your answer.
Aim?
I think I'm actually going to play the Sharpshooter and then put a Shogun Scepter on her next turn and then kind of just see where it goes from there.
Alright.
Choose your side.
He's not doing very much this turn. They have a Conflagrate, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that is.
That's life sometimes.
Yep.
Now you probably play the Thorn Beast and get chomping. I mean, that's actually pretty good that they decided they just didn't want to take their turn. Well, big mistake not playing your other Conflagrate. You dummy. Alrighty then.
Wow.
Yeah?
They're having
Fair
the
enough.
answer for us, huh?
So it's when he attacks, your other units get +1 this turn. That does unlock Flame Blast, which is nice. I don't know what else it does for us. Maybe you want to Hunt Caller and then double Warcry it up. This gets bad as soon as they have enough attack, but I'm guessing they're going to Ace Base here. Shogun Scepter also provides us with a blocker, which is nice. They have a fast spell, so that's fun.
I love a good fight.
Yeesh. Their deck is also doing the whole aggression thing, I guess.
Yeah.
They're gonna spend a spell for this, but at least they'll lose both. That's my reasoning. If I empty their hand out, I might have a chance.
We forge what
I'm
we
okay
need.
with them also just having 2 of those.
Can also blast something off the face of the earth if we want.
Yep. Yeah, these 2 both being kill spells is nice. I'm gonna take a lot of damage. I have to do that. They're gonna spend the fast spell to keep her alive because it also gives them a weapon. Interesting. I don't know what they're holding.
These wings suit me just
Those
fine.
wings suit him just fine. That is potentially really good. Practically currently not great, but hey. She does... Actually, I'd probably just use her. I think I have to hold this back now.
Yeah.
Despite everything.
Should we blow something up?
Yes.
Fire or the quick draw?
I mean, I think it's going to be one gets one thing, the other gets the other.
I am ready.
Oh, it was a Devour. Okay, that makes sense. Well, that's bad for us, but hey.
Yeah. Wow.
Alrighty. It's actually, like, not worst thing at the moment. Bit awkward, though. Fun, at least.
Throw an urn. Blaze it.
I mean, the urn definitely happens. The question is, if I blaze, am I blazing...
What does his renown do?
His renown creates a barbarian camp, which I don't care about that much. I think I have to blaze this guy.
Okay.
He's by far the most dangerous. I play an urn, and then I just kind of pray. Like, my win condition here is I pull a weapon out and play her.
Yeah.
And hit their face a whole bunch. Second Kyojin of the night, so that's fun. Still not out of range yet.
Charge!
They can attack in with that 3-2 though, huh? Yep. That is an issue.
Well, you have to, like, sacrifice both, right? Or at least one.
Pretty sure they got us here. Why is... Why? Why? Why?
Be redeemed.
Babe, why?
I don't know. I
Why?
don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
But why?
Another glass.
But also why?
Don't know. Fuck.
Yep, we're dead. No reason to play this out. Oh, God.
Their deck fucking happened right in our
Their
face.
deck happened so much, and it's a credit to our deck that we even made it that far.
Yeah.
Their deck was incredible. The thing about Kyojin in this format is that like there's enough Oni that are just good on their own in common that you're sort of just like, yeah, sure, I'll take him. Why not? Fuck it.
Almost.
I might keep this. I have so many fire sources, and
Yeah.
this is the game.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
This is so ballsy. I don't recommend anything I'm doing here. If I pull a fire, then I recommend it all. Does help.
Argenport protects us.
Argenport attacks us. It also protects us. The big thing here is that the Conflagrate that is guaranteed to be one of the cards in their hand is just going to put a sad, sad end to our story. That's also pretty sad.
Yep.
Well, we're going to have to slow play this for a while. At least till that goes away.
Yep. Should we put our barrier down?
Probably.
Oh boy.
That's a little bit scary.
That
helps,
oh,
though.
thank God, yep. Alright, blow it up.
I'm going to do this now before they have a chance to play any sort of trick on it.
Yeah. Yeah, we need it gone.
It just needs to be dead. I can't afford to be tricksy about it.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Robot who destroys guns with guns.
Especially since, yeah, there's green.
Yep. Okay, they took a slow turn, which gives me a turn to play Valkyrie Cadet. Where at this point, my biggest chance, what I need to do is kind of trick them into not taking a pause, basically, is to check to see if they have Conflagrate in their hand. 1, 2, 3, go. They don't have a Conflagrate in their hand. That's good news.
Ready.
Hey, don't play something in the air, please.
That'd be nice.
Depending on what they play, there is honestly a chance to just want to play this. Alright, fuck off.
Oh, that's a pain in the butt.
It's a pain in the butt, and it's also, like, pretty... I guess it's actually just a 4/4 flyer.
Yeah.
Let's see. He costs 5, which is also annoying, but I can stun
So
him.
you can stun him, yeah.
We'll kind of see what comes out of that.
So I'm still playing it a bit first.
I can't show my hand yet.
Yeah.
I have to attack in the turn I play the Scepter.
Yeah.
I'd love if they put, like, a weapon on him or something. Alrighty.
You will pay for your
I'm going to have a
crimes.
very small window to win this game.
Ooh.
That does help, though. Ooh, it only costs 3 to change that, huh? Okay, that's not a Defiance either, so that's good. I saw them, like, mouse over this card, and I was like,
Hovering over
no!
it, yeah.
Ah, shit.
Oh, torch, yeah.
Well, at least that costs them their entire turn. I kind of wish this was the next card on my deck so that I could then do this to it.
You want to throw it down or not? Oh my. What?
Don't ask.
Come, step into the shadow.
It'll only make me tilt more. That's a problem. That helps.
We won't surrender to the...
My sword is yours.
No, we'll see if that 4 damage affects us. Sort of depends on what they play here. I would love for at least one of their cards to be power right now. Wow, that's so ballsy. Unfortunately, I don't really... They're basically trying to bait me out, but honestly, I don't think I can do anything but block here. Yeah. I mean, that's actually... That probably bodes well for us. If they had units, I would have played the Instigator first.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. Like, them having a stat trick there was actually pretty good for us because we really wanted to, like... The fact that it was probably a Finest Hour meant that we still killed it.
Yeah.
Well, that was exciting.
Yeah.
It's fine. We're over 50% for the first time in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you kind of just have to take the risk there. Ooh, Vaporwave. Vaporware, even better. I actually kind of like this. I'll need something that's actually worth Dark Returning, but, you know, there's a lot of cards that are worth Dark Returning in my deck. It has my whole power base.
Yeah.
So that also is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
So what'd you play first? Your fire?
Yeah, probably play out the fire. Kind of get myself a little open.
Yeah, you want to play one of your tokens first.
Yes.
So you can play in turn. With the fire, so you can play.
Yep.
Echo.
It's fun. Sort of like, do I sandbag it another turn, or do I force them to do something?
Ignite!
I mean, at least doing this, I then can play Conflagrate next turn.
Yes.
So yeah, that's correct. Okay, that's a Jotun Hurler in their hand. That's quite a lot of value for them. That's fine. Not much to do.
Yep.
Play something really good with exactly 3 health, please.
That'd be nice.
Not this one.
It's decent. Not amazing. It'd still be alright, though, just for tempo's sake. It does help.
I love a good fight.
What are you gonna
Well,
do?
it's fun.
Snowball me again?
They're like, oh, that's a much better snowball target.
Well, that's fun.
Oh.
Fucking got him.
How can I serve?
Now we give him that dice. We need
Yep.
the power for our Nightcrawler right there.
Yep. Yeah, fuck me up. That's pretty good.
Down the mountain!
Nope.
God, she's good.
She's so good. We had 2 of them playing against us in one game, and it was
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
Like
I
back
got
to
War
back-
Cried one, yeah.
They played one, and then they played another one
Oh,
immediately.
what a thing. Did we just do that? They're not doing anything, and that's an extra 5 fucking damage.
Yeah, let's just win the game or something. Don't worry, they're gonna get a 5/4 next. Yeah, fuck me up. Yeah, and this is why I actually felt pretty okay about the Conflagrate, as it turns out. Yeah.
Nice.
Alrighty. I'm gonna piss. Then go ahead first. I'll do it next game. keep a constant stream of commentary going because y'all love our voices so much. Have a Dogfish Head and the Grateful Dead present American Beauty Pale Ale tonight. It's pretty good. I usually expect Dogfish Head brews to be very bold, flavored, and weird. This one is actually like just a pretty stable pale ale that is quite nice, admittedly. It's pretty good. Definitely recommend it. Sort of just saw it in the store and bought it on a whim. Never had it before. Yeah, this happens. This is a good aggressive start. Wish I was going first, but hey. Two-thirds of the way to Flame Blast, which is also nice. I've got Defiance in case they decide they really want to be aggressive. Not that they'd ever be aggressive with a Sloth deck, but hey.
We've definitely seen our deck jump down throats.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, this deck has, or his hand is a Softfoot Burglar with a Crown Watch Longsword. So that's fun.
Oh, so much to discover.
Oh, much to discover. I think Ricano every time, huh? Ooh.
Next turn I can play an Urn of Choking Embers and a Treasure Trove.
Yep.
Fun fact, that Treasure Trove is going to buff him to a 4/4. Also fun. Fiends!
Oh.
That's mildly annoying. Yeah, I can't get up to the Flame Blast here, because I would absolutely Flame Blast that motherfucker if I could.
Yeah, so we
Can't even fucking Dark Return. So sad.
They
do have to attack
they
with
have
the
to
Vicious
attack in
Persona.
with it, so...
So he does get an attack in next turn. It's just
Yeah.
unfortunate that I missed 4 damage there.
Yep.
No, I'm good. Oh, weird. You have a trick? I never would have guessed.
Yeah.
That's nice.
What upward? We Defiance.
Probably Defiance it. It's a lot less conditional. Like if they play anything fun on it. They have like a stat trick or something. And they're also at 5 power, so like Defiance is less likely to hit something that's really great.
Yeah.
I unfortunately can't get away from that, huh?
No.
He's a really bad Dark Return too. So hey, let's pull a unit. At least they had to get everything for that. Fuck. He's really bad for that too. Damn it.
Nope.
Alright, play something with 3 health, please, so I don't feel like this is a complete waste of a turn. Thank you. They're gonna blow a stat trick on this, which is also fine.
Yeah.
Like if I pull a Finest Hour out of their hands, or ooh, a Mighty Strikes, okay. Like I don't hate that. No, that would be dumb.
Want to bring it back
To bring the Softfoot Burglar back and immediately eat him. Be funny.
It'd be funny.
Would be dumb.
But dumb, yeah.
I really need another fire to stop that, because I know that's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Oh, and they also killed the urn. Damn.
Yeah.
I think they might just get us here if I don't pull a fire like very soon.
Yeah, like now.
If I pull a fire, then I'm actually in great shape.
Choose your side.
I choose your side. They're running low on cards. It's worth noting 3 fire influence, that's pretty fucking tough to get. You don't have a fast trick, which is good to be aware of.
Bombs away!
Shit.
Fuck.
That's an issue.
Oh, we're screwed.
So I need to Flame Blast that specifically.
Yeah.
I have to do this. Oh god, we're getting some opponents with some disgustingly good decks. I need a Blaze or some other shenanigan-y bullshit. Really just need the Flame Blast to be online, or else we lose. Kinda what it comes down to.
Yeah, she's like a chumper at the minute.
Argenport protects us.
Probably let them hit my face again here, because they didn't have a trick last I checked. I've played Drone Dropper in real decks before. Ugh. God, they got so much out of that. I had a good start, but then I got nothing to back it up. I'm gonna have to use Dark Return to bring her back to buy myself another turn to try to draw fire.
Yeah.
It's pretty dire right now.
Yeah, that's not good.
I was gonna say, you don't really get anything out of that. I have a fast trick, which is interesting. Wow, if you had a backlash for me, that would have been funny.
Argenport protects us.
The other sad thing here is that I could have given her lifesteal
Yeah.
if she was allowed to live long enough. That's enough.
That's it.
Woof! Alright, I'm gonna go take a piss. One more loss.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing to do there would have been to double block the Bright Mace earlier. Giving us 6 more health, but...
Wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah, just a couple more turns to fucking... One more turn, maybe.
Fire wouldn't have helped us if we lost our whole board.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that match was just fuck. Oof. They walloped us pretty good there. Bright Mace is a good unit.
Sure, that game is sort of an example of why 3 influence is terrifying, just as a general thing.
Yeah.
We can be almost certain that we are going to draw 2 fire influence. We will have games where we just do not draw the 3rd fire.
Yep.
And unfortunately,
Oh, look at the cat. Look at the cat.
we were required. We were,
Aww.
good cat.
Good cat.
Blah. Unfortunately, we just drew our Flame Blast before we drew the fire.
Yep.
By the way, if you haven't heard, the newest adventure comes out next week. They announced that along with the Pony Snatcher spoiler. Rufo.
No.
Perfect.
Absolutely not. Oh, Jesus.
Well,
No. No.
I think this is how the stream might end.
Yep. Ugh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. 3 fucking...
3 straight
fucking-
tries.
3 terrible fucking hands.
I think they announced a price when they announced the adventure. I don't quite remember.
There's...
Yeah, there's all my fire.
There was all the fire.
We found it. We found our triple fire.
Stand aside.
Feels so fucking bad off the grading that.
Argenport protects us.
Ugh.
Ignite!
Okay, that at least takes care of the district infantry or one trick in their hand.
We will rebuild!
Oh, we definitely...
And that does make Conflagrate 2 for 1 value. I think they have a thing in their hands, so I'm willing to take this like thing. Plus, if I can get a massive swing off, that would be nice. There we go. So at least there's that. We have more cards than them.
That's all we have going for us.
Look,
Steel is
I'm gonna
sharp.
take anything I can.
Forest is dangerous.
Perfect! We have this Bright Mace Paladin and a Crown Watch Longsword.
Yeah. We need power.
Like, we have all of the
We have the
tools.
tools. We just don't have the power. Oh my
We've lost.
fucking hell.
Oh well. That's how this stream ends. Probably better this way, because there's some tilt happening.
Can't even use it. Don't have justice.
I wish I got good cards. Other people get to play good cards.
Not us.
Man, we have been having some bad nights.
Alright. I know.
Oof.
Honestly, 3-3 would be fine, but our first deck was so fucking bad.
Yeah, our first deck was dire. I consider the first deck kind of my fault, though. I know we had a shitty draft, but, like, part of the reason we had a shitty draft is because I can't really read signals in this format. If someone's passing me Rakano, I can do just fine, but, outside of that, I think I have a lot of trouble figuring out when it's worth going for things. Oh well, at least we got the 2 hours tonight.
Yep.
Alright, so we are going to be on next on Sunday, and we are going to be playing more Fire Emblem.
Yep. Love Fremblems.
Fremblems, games I'm actually good at.
Fremblem with Fremblem.
Indeed.
Good at cards.
I'm decent. Not at this draft format, though.
It's so complicated.
It's very complicated. I'd probably be better if I played more, but I haven't really been feeling that. Or really, it's less that I haven't been feeling into it, it's more that I just don't have time. If I have any other game that I want to be interested in, I kind of just can't play Eternal, is the problem.
Yeah.
That's just how it is sometimes.
Yep.
Anywho,
Alright, see
we
you
will
guys
see
on
you
Sunday.
all next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.